Welcome to Fleet Insider by Safety Vision. If you are managing a fleet right now, well, you know that setting up a stop arm camera program is a lot more complex than just slapping a camera on a yellow bus.
Oh, absolutely. It is a massive undertaking.
Right. Today we are having a discussion about our recent article, Designing an Effective School Bus Stop Arm Camera Program, really to help you, the transportation director, navigate getting one of these systems off the ground.
And, these conversations usually start the exact same way.
It starts with the drivers.
Exactly.
Who
They come back to the yard day after day reporting these terrifying patterns of vehicles just ignoring the stop arm and blowing past their stopped buses.
Yeah, driver feedback is a crucial starting point. But I mean, anecdotes alone just aren't enough to build an entire enforcement system around.
No, they aren't. Before a district commits to a long-term contract, we always recommend running a pilot program on a portion of the fleet.
Because you need real, objective violation data first.
Right. That data answers the biggest question, which is, does your local traffic volume actually support a violator-funded program?
Right, where the revenue from the citations pays for the technology.
Yeah, and the ongoing management of the system. A rural district might find that the numbers just don't justify a full-scale program.
Whereas a busy suburban route could generate enough citations to cover the costs entirely.
Exactly. But once you have that data and decide to move forward, the circle of involvement expands pretty rapidly.
Oh, yeah, suddenly you have to align with legal teams, law enforcement, municipal officials.
Because once citations are involved, you are dealing directly with the law and local courts.
Which really shifts the focus to how video is handled. I mean, Clint Breyer, our vice president of sales for student transportation here at Safety Vision, he framed it perfectly in the article.
Yeah, he did. He said, when you start getting into stop arm ticketing, now you're talking about evidence. That must be controlled.
So practically speaking, what does that actually look like for a district IT team?
Well, it means establishing layered access permissions. You simply cannot have an open folder of video clips that anyone in the district office can access.
You have to separate the internal operational footage from the citation-related evidence.
Maintaining a strict chain of custody, a verifiable legal record of exactly who handled the evidence and when.
Because if you break that chain, those citations won't hold up in court.
And you risk exposing the district to serious privacy violations.
I was actually surprised by how much local state laws and road design dictate the actual hardware you deploy. It is definitely not a one-size-fits-all package.
Not at all. If your buses stop on multi-lane highways, you need expanded camera coverage to capture all those lanes.
Or consider license plates. If you operate in a state that only requires rear license plates, your cameras need entirely different capture angles to actually identify the vehicle.
The technology side changes based on local legislation, too. Some jurisdictions allow for AI-assisted violation detection.
Where algorithms automatically flag a car passing the stop sign.
Right, without the driver doing anything. But in other places, the law requires a driver-triggered event marker.
Meaning the bus driver actually has to physically hit a button in the cab to mark the footage for review.
It is a completely different workflow depending on your zip code.
With all these moving parts, rolling this out requires serious communication. The most successful implementations we see include major community awareness campaigns.
Like instituting a warning period first, issuing notices without the actual fines.
It gives residents time to adjust their driving behavior, which is the ultimate goal anyway.
Exactly. It is about compliance and student safety, not surprising people with tickets. And that transparency needs to extend to vendor selection as well.
You need to review the hardware, software, and revenue models up front.
And check a partner's litigation history so you don't inherit a vendor's existing legal problems. You want long-term stability and a consultative approach.
Because these programs outlast single budget cycles. Ultimately, a successful stop arm program isn't just about the hardware. It is about making methodical decisions based on actual local data, keeping tight operational control over your evidence, and choosing transparent partners.
Well said.
Now, as AI and automated surveillance become more seamlessly integrated into our daily commutes, here's something to mull over. How might the sheer predictability of automated enforcement reshape your community's driving culture?
And its long-term relationship with the school district. It will be a fascinating shift to watch unfold over the next few years.
Thank you for tuning in to Fleet Insider. We always appreciate exploring these industry insights with you.
Thanks for listening, and we'll see you on the next one.